Hello everyone, my name is Yannick and today's video is showing one of the multiple techniques on how to organize a large set of data in Excel for statistic analysis purposes. Our data set is from the FTSE 100 and the London Stock Exchange. We do have the dates, different dates. We do have the price, the closing price, and we've got the risk-free rate. Also, we've got one company from the FTSE with their closing prices. But for now, all we're interested in is the date and the FTSE 100 closing price. That's what we're going to deal with. So first thing you do, you open your new sheet, um, new book, and then you've got your fresh book ready to start. You can name it the industry in which you're working on. Me is the retailer industry for this example. Um, you get your data from Yahoo Finance, but I've already downloaded mine, so it's on my download. I've got a company that I'm working on, the five company on the retail industry. So let's start with Ted Baker. We've got Ted Baker. We've got a date, open, high, low, close, volume, adjusted close. We're interested on the date and adjusted close, as we've seen on the example given. We've got the adjusted close for the company, which is compared to the FTSE 100. So we've got to get rid of this because it's not needed. We get rid of all this, delete, bang, and then copy this. We take this too. That's what we are going to use. First up, fresh sheet. Step one, we get the FTSE 100 and the dates close. We copy it, bring it to the fresh sheet, and paste it. Second step, you take the company that you're gonna compare with the date and adjusted close, copy, and you paste. And you give a space. You call it. I call it checklists or checklists. And most importantly, you need to put a name of the company that you're comparing, because the technique that I'm using is to compare all the company at the same time instead of doing one by one. So I don't want to have 15 sheets. I'm gonna have just one sheet of three industries. So company number one, Ted Baker. We've got a checklist here. Now company number two is that we've got next. We do the same thing for all the company. You take off everything that you don't need, you delete it, and you only take these two. Simple copy and paste, and you add the name obviously so you don't forget which one is which one. Next, space, boom, you make it look neat, you put checklists. Okay, for all the company you're going to do the same thing, so I don't need to do all of it now. I've already done my sheet quickly, so we're going to fast forward and get to the sheet that I've completed, which is this one. As you can see, we've got the dates, we've got FTSE, the date, we've got Ted Baker, we've got the checklists, we've got next checklists, Alpha Group checklists, and so on. So what's the technique about? It's simple. It's not, there's nothing major here. We're just gonna identify what date matches the other. As we can see, the first date here on my selection sample is the 30th of December 2016. And we've got the 30th, the 30th, the 30th, the 30th. If there's one other date that don't match, you can delete it and then get on the same level. So because we've got a lot of data to deal with it, if you have to check date by date, it will take hours. So you go here, we're going to use the if function. So we could say equal if date A is equal to date B, we call it match. And look at the formula. Match is here, and then if it's not, we call it delete. And then we finish our section. So we've got a match. I'm gonna highlight it in red so it's easy to see. So we've got a match because this is equal to that. So what we do, simple, nothing major. You copy the match. You paste the match on every checklist. On every checklist, you paste the match, and it says delete. That's fine, no problem. You've got here and here. You need. I forgot to tap check list, but it's not important to type checklist or not. So what you change on the formula, because you paste it, you move it from one to another. So instead of the D, you put A. You put A. You put A. And again, A on the last one. Yeah, so far it looks like it's a long process, but from here it's gonna go faster. So on the match, you go to the down arrow. Look, it needs to be black. The cross needs to be black, so it work. You double click. You've got a set of match or delete, match and delete, match and delete. So we've got this. We've got the match and delete. So here, why is it delete? Because this date is the 27th and this is the 23rd. But look, the 23rd is here. So what we do, we select both on all the range of the company that we have, and then we click delete. And make sure you select shift cell up. So it will shift all the cells up, and you go back to a match, you double click. Booyah! There's matches. On any of the matches, you just go on a match, it's black, you click, it's black, you click, it's black, you click, it's black, you click. Which means all the dates are the same. That's why I say matches. But to make sure that it work all over the place, you need to check. You need to check. Go down. Oh, look, we've got delete here, which means there's something wrong. But we've got the FTSE 100 dates here, and we've got the other dates here. This is 29, this is 26, but look, there's 26 here. So all you do, you select the entire row for the 5 companies, and then you click delete the entire row and shift cell up. Okay, it goes to 26 here and 26 here, delete. But you click, you go back up on match, double click, matches are back, match, and then you do the same for all the 5 company that you've selected for this industry. So, and we move on. It's pretty much the same process. And then as soon as you see some deletes, you look at the dates. The first date, this is the 30th, but the FTSE require the 27th. So you do the same thing again. As I say, it's really boring, but it's an effective way to get rid of unwanted data and clean your data set. And then we've got this. It's now the 27th. You go back up on any of the matches. It don't have to be this one. Any of the matches. You click. Match is there. Match is there. Match is there. Match is there. Oops, it's not working. And then we go another match. Obviously there's some more deletes, which means there's another date here that's not correlating with the other. So it's the second. That will be my last example because it's pretty much the same thing. It's quite simple. You take this off, the 29, the 29, and then you delete. There you go. Here we go. We've got a lot of matches. A lot of matches. However, we've got some more deletes, so it's a drag to be honest. But that's the technique that I've used, and I thought I could share it with everybody. Whoever think this is helpful, that would be good to clear the data. And when you delete, you go shift up, you go to the matches. You've got plenty of matches. Double click, remember, on the last match, you go to match, you double click, you go to match, you double click. You'll end up with a result like this. You see, all these are matches. All my data set are matches. So now I can delete my checklist. I can actually delete my checklist. I don't need it. It's just so the test is done. I don't need it. You click delete, delete. You know your data are prepared and ready to be used. And now you can bring in you can calculate the index if you want. You can calculate the index of each return, and you can bring in the risk-free rates and do your statistical analysis. I hope this video was helpful and assisted anybody to finish the work. If there's any question, you can message me or leave a comment and share the video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.